Namaste everyone, Suprabhatam. So in the 17th chapter, Shloka 14, 15 and 16 have talked about 3 types of tapas. Means physical level, verbal level and mental level. Now all the 3 tapas again can be divided into Sattvika, Rajasika and Tamasika based on with what attitude I do the tapas and what is the motive behind. 17th shloka talked about Sattvika. So here the tapas is done not because of any external pressure. It is done voluntarily and born out of Shraddha. There is value to follow the discipline and without expecting any reward. So suppose you are following a value of punctuality or 100% attendance. So whether it is getting acknowledged or not, that will not matter. Why? Because the very act of performing that value gives you enjoyment. That becomes the motive. And that is Sattvika type of tapas. Then Rajasika tapas. Here it is little immature way of performing tapas. Tapas is done to get some glory, some praise. Suppose somebody says to a businessman that if you follow Satyam, there will be credibility of yourself in the market. People will trust you. You will get more orders. Then you will get more profit. So if any material reason, material growth becomes the purpose to follow the value, that is considered Rajasika. Why? It is good even then if a person is following value, but there are 2 limitations of that motivation-based tapas. What are the limitations? First, it is indefinite, means whether the recognition, the growth, the benefit that I am seeking, whether it will come or not, that is not assured. It may come, it may not come. And second limitation, even if the recognition comes, it is perishable, it is temporary in nature. So that is Rajasika. Today we are seeing Tamasika tapas. Let us see Pada Vicheda. Mudha grahena atmanaha yat pidaya kriyate tapaha parasya utsadanartham va tat tamasam udahrutam. So we have to rearrange the words. Yat tapaha kriyate. That type of tapas which is done in the following manner. Tat tamasam udahrutam. That is called to be tamasika tapas. Now how it is done? Based on one attitude, that is mudhagrahena, and because of that thinking or attitude, our tapas can be reflected in 2 ways. That is also told in the shloka. So what is the thinking? That is told in mudhagrahena. Grahaha means resolve, and mudha means born out of delusion. So that type of tapas which is based on deluded way of thinking, not having clear understanding about what is proper and what is improper. And since the clear understanding is not there, tapas can be expressed in the following 2 ways. First is atmanaha pidaya. Be careful about the word atmanaha. Here atma does not mean consciousness, pure atma. In the 16th shloka, atma has meant mind. In this shloka, the word atma means physical body. Atmanaha pidaya means that tapas which is done by torturing the physical body, injuring the physical body. That type of tapas is not recommended in the scripture. This physical body is a gift given to all of us. It is not meant to injure. What is the second way? Va or parasya utsadanartham. Parasya means others, those who we look upon as enemy, competitors. Utsadanartham, for their destruction. What type of tapas is done? Means that type of tapas which is meant for hurting other people, pulling down the competitors. In Puranas we have seen many stories. Even Rakshasas, they are very great tapasvis. But with what motive they do the tapas? To hurt others, to bring down the enemies. And what is the disadvantage of that? Whenever we go out to do something, spiritual pursuit in tapas also, if we have the motive of putting somebody down, revenge. Revenge, it's a common phrase you have heard, no? When we go for revenge, we actually dig two people's grave. One is the other person whom we considered enemy, other is myself. So I hurt myself also. Sooner or later, the result of that action is going to come back to me. So what is the purpose of describing Rajasika and Tamasika types of tapas? So that we try to avoid them and slowly graduate towards Sattvika types of tapas. Thank you.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः